All right, we live, man. We got the prophets. I know. It said 9 o'clock, and it's 10 o'clock in
Eastern time.
Eastern time. Rashad, bro, I'm mad right now, bro.
Man, I can't blame you, man. When you text me what was
Man,
going on, I kind of felt your pain, man. It's only right you call corporate. It's
it's
only right.
all right. So let me explain to everybody. So I post. We going live at 9 o'clock. I order food at 7:50, and your order gonna be ready at 8:20. So get there 8:20, 8:30, 8:40, 8:50. Bro, it's 9:30. I still ain't seen nothing. Going inside. Oh, if you got a to go order, you have to take order outside. I'm not waiting in the car no more. It's been an hour.
Yeah, like at this point, I'm tired of my car
Bro.
running. I'm just sitting here vibing to my music. But even at that point, I'm hungry. I need my
Now,
grub.
now I could have. Now it's this what it is. The meal was only about. I mean, total everything $25. I if I lost that, it's a loss. I can take that L, small L.
Man, we
But then,
bet that.
I lost that day in bed. Yeah, right. Exactly. But I have to go to another restaurant and spend more money. That's what it is. And like so
And
now,
pretty much wait again unless you're going to
right?
Wendy's, last minute Chick-fil-A's, Sonic, Taco Bell, whatever.
Don't say Chick-fil-A because you know you spend at least 20 minutes in that line. That line to the road everywhere you
Hey,
go.
but Chick-fil-A, man,
They be moving though. Yeah, they
the
moving.
Chick-fil-A get you right.
I didn't get. You know what? And that's why I like Chick-fil-A better than any restaurant there because I didn't get no my pleasure. Sorry for the wait, Lil Wayne. I didn't get none of this out there. Like, oh, you know,
Chick-fil-A got
we
manners and ish.
bro. They said, oh, we slow. Oh, no, we've been so busy. So a lady, she come in there, she start counting. They got 10 tables. How y'all busy? No waiters out there, no managers. Man,
It's the to-go orders, man. They were backed up, man. You were last in line.
bro, nah. This guy came, parked, waited 20 minutes. He was out.
Hey, he,
I'm
he
like,
probably he probably
bro,
ordered at 650.
man, he's smart. Because if I would known that, I would have stayed at home, waste my time, and then left after we did it live. Go get it. I'm tweet them. I got the manager's card. I'm gonna call corporate tomorrow. They're gonna hear me. Like my voice will be heard. You're not gonna silence me. No, I'm not gonna go live. Shut up and go live. Like I'm not gonna do that. You're gonna hear me. You're gonna hear my words.
Hey, was it at least good?
I had some fries on the way home because I'm hungry, and it was good. Yes, I'll say that it is good. Um, that's enough of my little rant. All right, let's go. Let's go into the show. So, all right, so we thought we'd do something a little different. Do a little draft. We're gonna draft our favorite slash best NBA finals. We're gonna go back and forth and see who has the best potential matchup that's going to happen after the bubble games and into the playoffs.
We got two potential candidates on right now: Rockets versus Blazers.
That's a good one. That's definitely a good game. So Rashad, I'll let you have first pick, man. So you go ahead and start us off and give
Oh
us your
man,
reason why you taking him.
oh I gotta do that, man. You this one should be expected, man. It's your guy versus my guy. The North versus the South. Milwaukee versus Houston. Giannis versus James Harden, man. You know that's gotta be number one.
Yeah,
That's
I
kind of
like it.
like the underlying rivalry right now, man. I mean, I
Yeah,
don't think they're direct rivals, but I think just the little jabs at each other with the comments, all that kind of stuff. No skill, or I want somebody who can actually pass the ball, all that kind of stuff. From the All Star draft, and of course, the MVP thing. I thought it should have been James Harden, but at the same time, you can't really deny Giannis off the year he had. So,
mhm.
just for those reasons alone, hypothetically, if they do make it, you're looking at Russ and Harden potentially getting their first ring compared to Giannis getting his first ring, coming off of a potential back-to-back MVP. Will that championship be enough to make him stay in Milwaukee? What does it do for his legacy? What does it do for Harden's legacy? Does he get Finals MVP, which would be a kind of a leg up on Giannis if he wins the title and Finals MVP? So just stuff like that, the contrast in styles. This guy's one of the most gifted offensive players ever compared to just his name says it all. The Greek Freak, a 6'10", 7-foot guy, crazy wingspan. So that contrast in styles amongst them and amongst their teams. You know, the Bucks are more of a defensive team, and they can shoot the three and play different styles. But the Rockets only play one style. I mean, so I think that'll be a interesting dynamic and just another little quirky dynamic. The coaching thing, man. Mike versus Mike, D'Antoni versus Budenholzer.
Hey, I'm about to say the first mini championship for one of them. Who a lot of people go at Bud for not winning in the playoffs, and they always go at Mike D'Antoni for never winning. So yeah, that would be a great finals matchup if that was to happen. All right, so the end of the first round is on the two of us. So in the first round, I'm gonna go yo guy versus his old team, and that's the Clippers versus the Raptors. Now,
Well, I that's my number two, man. So I'm going to just put it out. That's my number two.
so that can be a crazy just like storyline of how you right there, you lose Kawhi, and yet you still one of the best teams, and you can still make it to the finals. Like I think through the however many games they played, they got this almost the same identical record
Pretty much.
with or without Kawhi. And I'm like,
Well, I mean, low key deals with that from last year. If you want to be honest about it, my man was doing low management.
right. But outside the Clip, we know the Clippers can play with the best of anybody. Lou Will finally came back after quarantine, and I still think we're still waiting on Hero, right?
Your Montrez is still out. Yeah.
So the Clippers are not really fully healthy, but imagine a Clippers versus Raptors title, and what if the Raptors win? Like that's what's crazy. Like I've been a Toronto Raptor believer ever since Kawhi left, because you got to think, you know, Siakam. You said it. You said he was on that same trajectory as Giannis, and then I was like, okay, I love Kyle Lowry. I know a lot of people don't like him, but he does all the little things that you need. Van Fleet is on his way up. OG is finally healthy. And you talk about veterans in Gasol, Ibaka, and you still got guys like Norman Powell off the bench, and they're finding guys like T. Davis coming off the bench. And like this Raptors team, first off, they got the best GM in basketball, and
Masai is the guy,
and arguably the best coach in basketball. So this is the best. This is the best.
Hold on, bro. I can't let that one slide. I can't let it slide. Nick Nurse not getting coach of the year. I mean, I understand. All right, Bucks got the best record. I understand the OKC thing of, nobody thought they would be there, but to me, that's more of a credit to Chris Paul and the GM and all that kind of stuff right there. But man, for Nick Nurse to not, I understand it was 1 vote shot with a 3-way tie, which I could have lived with that. But come on, man, Nick Nurse should have.
The storyline there, yeah.
Like I thought he would have. I want to say ran away with it, but I thought he would have been for sure like number 1 or number 2. For him to be third, I understand like Budenholzer, all right, Bucks best record, but I mean they kind of had the same thing going last year.
Yeah.
And, so I thought it was Billy Donovan or Nick Nurse to lose, but I guess when you have the record-setting pace that the Bucks have, that kind of puts Budenholzer up there, but. It is what it is, man. But Nick Nurse, shout out to Nick Nurse, man. I got to make sure we give him his credit because dude has put on a coaching clinic this year and, of course, last year with the title run.
Give me another finals matchup.
Oh, well, yeah, we already talked about that one. So, but I was going to say, man, it's going from friend to enemy. Kawhi was on that side. Now he's on this side. So it's kind of like he kind of knows all the inside secrets, man. He knows how guys play, the coaching style. So it's kind of like, he would have been a plant within the circle, but now he's on the other side. So, but I'll go to my number 3, man. My number 3 was another kind of a quirky matchup. East to West, LA Lakers,
okay,
Miami Heat. So that LeBron, Pat Riley dynamic, LeBron, Spo dynamic. You got Jimmy Butler, who he's never backed down from Bron at all. So he's the kind of guy who would take that challenge. You kind of got the Iguodala, who, he's been up against Bron a couple times, week behind, Finals MVP, all that kind of stuff. You got Jay Crowder. He's never backed down from Bron. He's played against him in a couple of series. So just that veteran dynamic. Plus, you got those hungry young guys, Bam, Kendrick Nunn, Duncan Robinson, Tyler Hero. And, of course, like I said, those guys up top, Pat Riley and Spo. They were the ones who kind of delivered LeBron to that first
Yeah.
and second championship. Now he's in LA, which is Pat Riley's former old spot. Just all those different
Yeah, I
little
like it. Yeah.
dynamics. And then you got, they're basically in Florida, Orlando. So you kind of got the Florida dynamic going on. You're trying to let LeBron cement his legacy with the third title, third team. Well, fourth title, third team, three finals MVPs, all that kind of stuff against his team he won his first two with. So just those different little dynamics. I thought about that.
I'm about to say, and you got Miami show that you can win. They can win without Jimmy Butler versus a top team in Boston. So that was pretty understanding. Then you got, I think Dragic got injured at the end, so I want to see what happens there.
And plus you got to think about this part too, man. If the Heat made it to the finals, it'll be a pretty compelling case to any upcoming free agent or superstar player that look. You come here, we already made the finals.
Without you here.
So you come with us, we're gonna be running off titles for the next 2 or 3 years. So exactly. I think that'll be another compelling dynamic too.
Hey, I want to give a shout out to everybody in the comments. Corey said that Nick Nurse cut him from the Iowa Defenders G League team, man.
Oh, hey, dang, bro.
Hey, you could. Hey, all you gotta do is call him back up, and he might give you a chance, man. You never know. Shout out to Corey and on the unwrapped bets as well, because I'll be stealing some nuggets from y'all anyway. Also shout out to Amber. I see you on here. Carolina, how you doing?
So hey, Corey's a free check waiting to happen, bro. You bet you take them prop bets. You got some free money coming to you.
I'm gonna go with another one. Let me make sure I say it right. So it's one of the teams that's playing right now. We going now. This is off the wall, because in order for this to happen, that means we're gonna be killing a legend. So when I say this team, Blazers.
Hey man, don't do the Larry Bird thing again, bro.
When Blazers versus the Celtics. Now, we seen this game not too long ago, I think, this over the weekend. And yes, Boston got out to the lead out in front, but you've seen Blazers storm back and have all the pieces to try to win the game. Now, say if the Blazers make it, that means the Lakers went home round one. All right. So that's how, shout out to Chuck, because he said that they can do it. As far as matchup wise, you've seen Donovan Mitchell give problems to the Lakers at the guard spot. Without Avery Bradley, this team struggles stopping guards.
Yeah, really no wing defenders, because that's not JR or Waiters' forte. They just they just buckets waiting to happen pretty much.
And you give Dame any moment. You never count out Dame Dollar. I don't care what the situation is. He gonna get that bucket, and he gonna make a right play. And on top of that, I mean, we had this debate about who the top 5 centers is, and I'm putting Nurkic in my top 5 now. You got Zach Collins back from injury, Melo, skinny Melo out here hooping, and Gary Trent. He don't give a crap about nothing. He just pulls he think he Dame, like he thinks he Dame, and that's what's crazy, because he making everything.
He thinks he on the Rockets.
that's where he needs to go. But this Blazer team, I mean, they can play any style, just because. You got the point. You got the Dame CJ at the guard spot. You got Melo, who can compete with really any three, at least from a scoring standpoint. And then down low, you got 2 7-footers. And Nurkic just to me is like all right. So what would you call Jokic? That top tier shelf, bottle of wine. And you got Nurkic, a little knockoff, a little bit, but he gonna give you something else.
Great value. He great value.
Yeah, but he gonna give you some Jokic stuff with a little bit of defense. I like what the Blazers got in. I was just saying, like, if they get to the finals, beating the Lakers, of course, on the way, got to go through Rockets or go through the Thunder, Clippers to get there. But if they play the Celtics, I think that would be a fun, energetic series to watch, just because they got the young guns in Boston, you got the young guns in Blazers, and it's just like you watching great basketball, and you couldn't be you wouldn't be shocked if anybody on that court, Melo, Dame, CJ, Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Kemba, maybe even Gordon Hayward dropped 35-40, like in one of the games. You're like, dang.
Yeah, that's their skill set. They can do it.
And that would be exciting to watch, because you never know who's going to bring who's going to be the finals MVP. You really can't predict that. Like, you can predict Lakers. If Lakers get there, if Lakers win, it's gonna be Davis or LeBron. Blazers win, like, you don't know. I mean, Nurkic can have.
I mean, it'll probably be Dame.
Probably most likely be Dame, but See, they are. Just think about Curry though. Curry missed. Curry ain't get one, and it might do Dame like that. If he have 2 bad games or something. So I think that'd be an exciting series though.
Man, I gotta pump the brakes on that Nurkic top 5 center though,
Hey man, he's
man.
top 5. Man, I don't care.
I mean,
Number five, but he's top 5. I don't care.
nah, I got to pump the brakes on that, man. I can't put him over Embiid, Jokic,
Me
Cat.
neither. Me neither.
You got Gobert, Bam,
Man,
Drummond,
I don't know.
Vucevic.
But he's in that tier with him.
I mean,
He's in that tier with him.
I gotta put all those guys above him just based upon their impact. I like Nurkic's skill set. He is a cool, easy double, and he's an underrated passer too. So I gotta give Nurkic his credit on that. But I think he's more of a top 10 than a top 5.
I think I can say this: Nurkic are the reason why the Blazers overachieve. Because think about it.
He's very vital.
He didn't play this season, and now all of a sudden they got to lose a record. All other times they ain't be carrying a sorry roster, and they be a 3-4 seed. And now, now without Nurkic, they were sorry. So I mean, I got Nurkic. Nurkic's gonna be 5 for me especially right now. Like he's bubble Nurkic, man. Give me him over a lot of centers in the NBA.
I can't go that far, but he is a very, very vital piece to what they do.
All right, what you got for me now?
Yeah, so this will be my 4th one, man. This one right here is the battle of the best young players. Going down south, man. I'm staying in Texas again. Young Luka Doncic, Kristaps Porzingis.
Ooh.
All the way out east to my guy, freshest headline since Jalen Rose, Jason Tatum, and the Celtics. Mavs versus Celtics. That's one of my top 4.
That'd be a good one. I mean,
because it's the connections, man. Carlisle used to be in Boston. You got, of course, that Doncic Tatum thing. They're 2 of the most, emerging players, 2 of the more exciting players in the league right now, and they're young. They still got decades to go. So I think that'll be intriguing. Brad Stevens, he didn't win a title at Butler, but he could get his first title with Boston because they've been leveling up every year, first round, second round, each final. So
yeah,
if you're continuing that trajectory, you kind of got to think, all right, they could get there this year, or if not, in the next coming years with that young core of Tatum, Brown. You're bringing a vet like Kemba. You got Tice, and neither one really has an advantage over the other just because of. I mean, outside of Porzingis and Tice, there really is no big guy. Cantor, like, come on. So it'll kind of just be like a battle of the wing players of Doncic, Tim Hardaway, Seth Curry, Tatum, Brown, Kemba, Hayward, Marcus Smart. It'll just kind of be like a wing battle. And we know the Mavs don't play in defense. They just they just gave up an overtime game to the Rockets the other day.
Shout out to the Rockets, man. For winning that, I needed that one.
Man, you were too lucky on that. They were struggling with the Kings earlier, who missing so many people. And shout out De'Aaron Fox. I love De'Aaron Fox, but they were just struggling with the Kings. So Mavs don't play in defense. So Tatum, Brown, all these guys, they could easily get off, and it could be a wild, 6-7 game series because the Celtics they would drop at least 2 at some point because Luka gonna get
30-20.
He can carry he can carry a game, and Porzingis, when he got this side of the advance like the other day, he went crazy, almost getting 40. So it'll be an intriguing matchup in my opinion. I don't know how it'll do as far as like ratings wise because some people don't really care for the way left teams, or you don't really have that set American superstar built into that. But Tatum, people are kind of building up Zion as that next American star. It could be Tatum, or it could be a Ja Morant or somebody like that, But everybody's kind of looking for that next American superstar. It's kind of from Mike to Shaq and Kobe to one, and so now we kind of need one to not supplant Bron, but to kind of continue doing what he's doing.
I think it'll be Team International. Giannis and Lucas said they ain't going nowhere for a while. I got a little quirky one for you as well. And you talk about the wings, you talk about talk about the Mavs, Celtics, about the wing guys. How about this? How about a game full of big guys? And how about Nuggets? Shout out to John Beckett, our guy, versus the Sixers.
JB.
You talking about a starting lineup? The smallest guy gonna be Ben Simmons. like that's gonna be crazy. Like like Michael, we seen Michael Porter just drop 30.
It'll be a clunker, man.
You got Jokic at the point guard versus Ben Simmons at the point guard, and it's crazy is it is a path for both teams to make it. Philly has been struggling, and I would never I'm really upset at the way they're playing because they letting the Pacers continue to be a top 5 seed, and they're going to get a matchup that they don't want first round, and that's going to whether it's Boston, whether Miami moves up to 3. That's not what you want to do because you have to go through them. Then you're going to have to go through the 2 seed Toronto and Milwaukee to get there, and that's just too tough of a road. So I don't know if they're going to have enough time to turn it around. But if they was to get there, you're talking about so this is the only lineup that the Sixers can actually play the guys they want to play. Because against the Raptors, against Boston, against Milwaukee, they can't throw out Embiid, Horford, and Tobias and Ben. You just can't do it. But against the Nuggets, that's the only team you can do it against. Whereas there's no problem. And we see Michael Porter Jr. looking healthy and ball. If they can go crazy, if they can get right, man, you're talking about 2 steals of draft. Plus, you got an international guy, another guy who's one of the best in the league. So that'll be probably a boring series, but at least for the big guys, I'm gonna give them a little shine. That's the only way Sixers can play all these guys they want because Elton Brand, I don't really know what he was drinking on when he decided to go sign Al Horford.
I mean, truthfully, I don't know what the Sixers been thinking for like the last couple of years because they had Sarge and Ilyasova and Bellinelli, and they had so many shooters. JJ Redick.
Let them all go.
You get rid of your shooters. Bring in more size. I understand it's probably to stop Giannis, but you bring in more size. Now you gotta. I mean, you don't have no space bar on your computer. Everybody just clumped up together trying to get paint. Like, come on, man. Y'all got to space the floor out, man. Y'all need Ben don't want to shoot threes. Embiid take too many threes. Tobias, I love Tobias. I love his game.
Tobias on the one.
It's almost like he's the best player at times.
Yeah, he don't got him really cool. Yeah. But you got to rely on Shake Milton to hit a game with a shot versus the Spurs team with no Aldridge. Derek White struggling for most of the game. That's just really uncalled for. You lose it. You let TJ Warren drop 50 on you. Like these are really unacceptable for a team that's primed to win a championship or whatever you want to call it. And Ben Simmons and EB, how many years we talked about? Eventually this got to break up because this ain't it. Like it might as well go ahead and trade Ben to the Suns so my boy D Book can have a star with him. That's all I care about is D Book success. But anyway, that Sixers, that's just like you said before, man. They need to go to NASA, man, and get into some space training because all they want to do is claw the paint, and I just can't vibe with it.
Bro, see, I was watching that. I'm like, y'all really let Steak and Shake hit a game win on y'all. Y'all let Steak and Shake hit the game winner. Come on, Spurs. Like, I mean, I understand they weren't expected to win the game, but now that you're in it, don't let Steak and Shake finish you off. Make somebody else beat you with that kind of shot. Come on, man.
That's the crazy part. I don't know. It's just the Spurs should have won that game, so they should be losing. Six is going. They're gonna mess around and get bounced first round. Like, I think if they stay in that 6 seed, they going home. I don't care what it is. I don't care who they play. Boston, Miami, and I don't even want Miami to go far. Like
everybody fired.
You got to break it up. All right, Brett Brown out of there, especially they got to get that 5 seed. At least it ain't got time. That's just what it is. But if they was to get there, I want to see the Nuggets. That's the way they can play all the guys they want to. That's the only way. You got any other ones for me? Because I got an honorary one I want to see happen.
I'm gonna just go with my preseason finals prediction of Clippers Philly, just because I just want to see it because I want to be right. That's the only justification I have for it. Right. That's really it. Like I just want to see my prediction come true. It'll kind of be the Kawhi versus Philly rematch, I guess. From last year's second round playoff series, but outside of just being right on my prediction, I have no other reason to want to see this.
I'm about to say my preseason prediction was Lakers versus Bucks. Both got the 1 seed. Um, best player in the East versus the best player in the league. With the best big man in the league. So it's gonna be that's gonna be a show. Shout out and to the most underrated star in the league, Chris Middleton, my guy. But that's just what it is. But I think they had like a graphic the other day about 1 seeds don't make it don't be chalk. The 1 versus 1 don't play often. I think last time was like Lakers in Boston, like whatever year that was, 08, 10, whatever it was. But the Bucks, I feel like when you watch the Bucks, everybody always says it's always Giannis, and you just gotta watch it. You've seen the day like no Brook Lopez and how things change. They don't have that guy they can go down to and go get a bucket. Chris Middleton is the best mid-range shooter in the NBA. Outside, Kawhi, D-Book, the only guys who can compete with that. Bledsoe's back; he's back. So this team is going to be a problem. And versus the Lakers, it will be I think it goes the distance. I think it might have to go 7, and that's because it's going to be games where Davis had that 14-point night or like last time he had 42. So he gonna have that wide range again with Giannis as his matchup. But listen to this honorary finals matchup, and I don't know how it's going to happen. What scenario has to play out in the West for this to happen? And really, if you bet on this, they should give you the presidency for 2020. They just give you it because there's no way you should get this right. And that is, I'm not even gonna say teams. I'm gonna say players. D-Book, versus Bubble TJ Warren. That's all I want to see. I want to see that for 7 games. I think we've seen D-Book go crazy, hit a game winner over the 2 of the best defenders in the league.
Man,
TJ Warren, I'm winning so much money on TJ Warren right now.
TJ
I'm around this hand.
It's the bubble MVP right now, man. TJ been going crazy. Then you got D-Book beating up on the Clippers today, messing up my bet. Got the Suns 3-0 in the bubble. Like, come on, man.
Give me the Suns versus the Pacers for a finals matchup. I don't care what you gotta do for the Suns to get in there. I don't even know if it's even possible what scenario got to play out. But they 3-0 right now.
It's possible because Grizzlies about to go 1-7 or probably 0-8.
0-8. Jaren Jackson out for the year. They're 0-8. That's the offense right there. He just shoot threes all day. So shout out to TJ Warren. Shout out to NC State down there. D-Book, Kentucky, my boys. BBN. Just honestly, if the Suns and the Pacers if they can't make it, which is very, 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 very unlikely, give me a 1-on-1 bubble game with TJ Warren versus D-Book. They can't stop each other. And first one, one shot miss, something, 3 dribbles only, whatever you gotta do. I need to see
King
it.
of the court.
I need to see it. That would be crazy. Like I said, I gotta write all the scenarios out for the Suns to get there because I don't even know how they're gonna get there. But the Pacers, I don't know if Miami a good matchup for them, but Brogdon's back. I think is Jeremy Lamb out? Like, has he done? He done, right?
Yeah, he's done, man. He's done.
I really wish Sabonis didn't get hurt. That's kind of bad. He done. That foot injury done. But because I cannot get over my head about Miles Turner. I just don't. I just can't get with Turner. Like he disappointed me like 2 years in a row. I thought he was gonna hit that breakout, and he never can. So, but you got Aaron Holiday, Justin Holiday down there. Like Pacers, man. You had him in the Eastern Conference Finals before the season start, and that was basically riding on Depot getting back to his stardom. He hasn't gotten there, but you see why they did what they did this offseason was go get Jeremy Lamb because he can score. Go get Brogdon because he can score. Go get Aaron Holiday because he can facilitate. Like you did all the right moves, Sabonis pop. So you had everything right. You got TJ Warren in the trade for nothing. So you got 3 scorers and a guy who can do it all. The Pacers was ready for the Depot departure if that happens. But Depot, I know why you did Pacers, and I was right there with you. I just thought that if Pacers got the 3 seed or something, a 4 seed, that they couldn't beat Bucks or Toronto. But hey, TJ Warren, man, Like,
MVP.
come on, Suns. Like, Suns got rid of this man for like they got Dario Saric like to replace Dario. I mean, Dario's solid, man, but they did get Rubio too. I mean, I like Rubio, but man,
Crumbs, bro, just crumbs. TJ was basically a free giveaway.
Come on,
free
man.
T-shirt. Here you go.
Aiden Warren, Oubre, his season he had, D Book, and Rubio. Now that ain't saying it's gonna be nothing special in 2020. But when Aiden gets better, Oubre's getting better, Warren a bucket, Rubio one of the best point, like as far as like facilitating point guards in the league. Man, they could have been something, man. And I don't know what we gotta do to free D Book, but it's hashtag free book to this other way around. Because I need D Book to win, man. That's what I care about. I don't care about nothing else.
Oh yeah, man. D Book one of my favorites too.
Man, hey, that shot he made, I got a picture of him over Paul George and Kawhi. I gotta get that frame somehow.
Bro, I know you saw the thing about people talking about Paul George always getting a game winner, hitting his face. I'm like, bro, are we really gonna criticize a top defender for taking on the defensive challenge? Like, so what? Bron, D Book, all these people that hit. I mean, Rudy Gay. Like, so what? People hitting game winners on him. That's what you want. One of the best wing defenders in the game to do, to take on the defensive challenge. Like, why are people want to clown dude? It's a make or miss league. If people miss a shot, he locking them up. He a good defender. But now if you want to turn him into a meme for getting game winners made on him, I mean, come on.
I mean, I guess you can blame him. I mean, Kawhi, stay on your feet, young. Come on, stay on your feet. You try to trap him at the top of the key, but hey, D Book's on special. They're 3-0. Pace of 3-0. Give me D Book and TJ Warren. That's all I want to see. But hey, that's all we got today. I need to go eat this food because they wild, bro. I still can't get over this. I got to call the man. I got the call here to call the manager. I need something free drinks, free meal, something, because this unacceptable.
Ironically, people were just joking on Applebee's the other day on Twitter, and then you go get messed up with your food, man. So it's just, hey, man, gotta read the room, bro.
if they're not making nothing shake, man, I'm out. I'm out.
Oh man,
I'm out. I can't do it no more, man. You can't have me sitting there looking like a fool, man, for an hour. It don't sit well with me. It don't sit well with me. I gotta take them down one by one. We're gonna start right here at this Applebee's in location near me. That's the first one to go.
Could have had Chick-fil-A 5 times by then.
That's what I'm saying. I could have went down the road. But anyway, man, the Prophets will be back next week on time. I promise. I'm not hitting them up no more. So I'll be here. So catch us next Tuesday at 9. We out.